What's going on, guys? This is Storm here, and I've got another MW3 commentary for you guys, and I'm here to talk about something big today, and that is the new playlist that we're supposedly getting in the next couple weeks, or at least sometime in August. This new DLC will supposedly come with 2 Spec Ops missions, which aren't important at all to me, but the new it's supposed to be classified, but I'm almost positive it's a new playlist, and it's going to be a snipers only playlist, and I'll explain to you why. A few months ago, a survey was put out on COD Elite, and it was something along the lines of, what would you like to see put in as a COD Elite DLC? And there was sniper playlist and a bunch of other options. I don't know exactly what the other options were, but snipers only playlist is what won out. Now, let's back up a little bit and talk about the schedule that Infinity Ward has on everything that's going to be released for COD Elite. A few months ago, it said that it was going to be Spec Ops mission, and new map. Now, a while ago, that just got changed to classified. And nobody obviously knows what the classified thing is, but the last time there was a classified thing listed, it turned out to be the 1 vs 1 and 2 vs 2 face-off playlists. Now, just based off this, I'm assuming that it's going to have to be some sort of a new playlist. I can't think of anything else that would really be classified that would be worthwhile at all. And since they promised us a sniper playlist, it's going to have to be coming soon, and they'll probably release it sooner rather than later, because they know that in September, that kind of thing, people are going to be losing a lot of their interest in this game already. So, based on all these factors combined, I'm pretty sure that it's almost guaranteed that we're going to have the sniper playlist, and it's going to be out in August, or at least sometime soon. Now, what I really wanted to talk about here was they're going to have to do a couple things to make sure that the sniper playlist is successful. And everyone is pretty much excited, especially people who go for quickscopes and feeds and that sort of thing. They're all really excited about this playlist. But one thing that I haven't seen anyone really talk about on YouTube is how bad this playlist could potentially be. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that snipers play, and nobody's really taking these all into account and thinking about how Infinity Ward needs to control the playlist. Now, the main thing I want to touch on is how everybody's thinking, at least the feeders and trick shotters and stuff that I know, everybody's thinking that it's just going to be all these snipers rushing around and quickscoping and going for whatever objective they put in the game. And while I think that, yes, that is a possibility for some lobbies, there's also going to be the lobbies that are going to have the assassin pro snipers laying in the grass in the very back of the map and not moving out of their spawn. And that's what I think people are forgetting. That there's going to be a lot of that. And it could end up being a very, very slow game mode if they don't do it right. Which is why this next suggestion that I'm going to put out there is really important, I think. I suggest putting more than 6v6 into the sniper playlist. That way, say you put in 9v9. Honestly, unless it's a full lobby, there's probably going to be at least 3 or 4 or so snipers just sitting in the back camping. And I'm not saying that they're doing anything wrong, obviously, by doing that. That's honestly how snipers are meant to be used. But I think a large part of this sniping only playlist is going to be the quickscoping community. And so I really think that they need to take that into consideration and make it a larger sided game mode, because if not, it could be really slow paced and discourage a lot of people from playing it. Another thing that I really think Infinity Ward should do, and definitely consider, is making this playlist not for Elite only subscribers. And now they did the right thing when they instituted the 1v1 and 2v2 playlists by making it available to the general public. And I really think that to make this a successful playlist, they need to do it again. Because honestly, the Elite only subscribers are a lot of the more hardcore gamers, and they take the game more seriously. And I think the playlist would just in general be a lot more fun if everyone was allowed to do it and download it for free. And I really do hope that they institute that in the game. Another important thing that nobody seemed to touch on, will they make brand new maps just for this game mode? Will it be another game mode like the face-off playlist, where there's new maps made just for snipers? Because that could be a really interesting possibility, but it could also limit some of the options. I mean, imagine how fun a 6v6 or a 9v9 sniping lobby could potentially be on a map like Mission. Then there's other maps that would be really, really boring, I think. So it'll be interesting to see whether they limit what maps we can play on, whether they make new maps. or just what they do in general. And one of the last things I want to touch on is they're going to need to be careful with, if they do this, with how the matchmaking works. Because in Black Ops, when you played the playlist where there was no Ghost or Final Stand allowed, it would obviously, if you got in, it would just take away all your perks. And but if you join an MW3 and say you have no sniping class, will it just automatically switch you to the default class? What's it going to do? They're going to have to figure out a way to make that work flawlessly, and hopefully that won't be an issue at all. But that's pretty much all I've got for now, guys. Keep in mind this is just my best guess. It's not 100% confirmed information, so it could be something completely different. But just based on all the information I've seen, this is what I think it's going to be. I'd really appreciate any support you could give on this video, likes, subscriptions, anything. If you do subscribe, I'll be keeping you up to date on the latest Call of Duty information that I find. Anything from new MW3 DLC to new Black Ops 2 information. So stay tuned for that, and I really hope you enjoyed this commentary, guys. Thanks so much for watching.